What up? It's your boy Mark. Unfortunately, I'm gonna do another Vlad TV Nick Cannon interview. I'd much rather keep going with the funny stuff, but right now I'm a small fish in a big ocean, and I gotta do the stuff that gets the views. And right now, it's these interviews. So, and so let's just get to it.
Well, you and I have talked about Eminem on a number of occasions.
Too much. Do we have Vlad? Do we have to?
We have to talk about this.
Because I think you might talk about Eminem more than I talk about him.
Possible.
Finally, I never thought I'd be saying this. I'm on Nick Cannon's side. Do they have to talk about Eminem? Why can't Vlad do an interview and leave Eminem out of it? I mean, okay, Nick and Eminem had beef just recently. But I seen him asking Noriega about it like a month ago. Like, Noriega, I was like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. If Vlad just can't keep Eminem's name out his mouth, and he's trying to get other people to talk bad about Eminem because he doesn't like him. And they're not all going to be puppets like Jamar. Other people do think for themselves. Jamar's just trying so hard to stay relevant in the rap game, and it's sad.
And I think you're the reason I always get in Eminem conversations.
Well,
Me, you, and Lord Jamar.
Lord Jamar, we'll get to that.
Yeah, you're a puppet.
You were minding your own business one day, and then Fat Joe dropped his album.
My man.
Lies. Right off the top. Lies. Eminem just didn't decide, hey, I'm going to diss Nick Cannon on this Fat Joe song. And Nick Cannon was on a T.I. podcast, and he said that when he heard the Mariah song, the Mariah diss, that he went looking for Eminem to beat his ass. This is the part that I find hilarious. They asked, where'd you go? He said Detroit. So that's it? You just went to the state where he lives and hoped you're going to run into him? I mean, that's either a lie or stupid. Either not good either way.
And on the song Lord Above, you get mentioned.
Yeah.
I let her chop my balls off too before I lost to you, Nick.
Nick's trying not to respond.
He admitted that he was going to get his ass, I was going to whoop his ass. He admitted that. Almost got my ass kicked. Almost.
He's talking about you kicking.
Who else was gonna kick his ass? I went looking for that motherfucker. We've had this conversation several times.
How close did you get?
I went to Detroit. You don't live in Detroit.
That's not Detroit.
Not. Now you don't live nowhere near 7 to 8 miles. He lives in Michigan.
In a mansion somewhere.
Yeah, which rightly so. You're supposed to come up.
Of course.
But
Thank you for saying that.
And then I believe it was the BET Awards. And like I said again at the time, I was managed by Chris Lighty, so was musically at the time. So was Mariah. And we know Chris was managing 50. He was talking to Paul all the time. So there's a lot of conversation going on. And this is, again, this is a decade ago. Over a decade ago. And everybody knew how serious I was. Like, I was there to defend my wife. I ain't give a fuck about no lyrics. I ain't give a fuck about, like, you said some disrespectful shit about my wife, and I'm going to beat your ass. That was my mentality in 2009, 10, 8, whatever year that was. And so I was like, I'm trying to...
Another pause. I remember. I'm 37, so I was 10 years ago. I was 27, so I remember when Eminem made that song to Mariah, and I didn't hear a word on Nick Cannon then. I know social media wasn't even close to what it is now, but I didn't hear a peep out of him. Nothing.
What's happening? Like, I even at the time, crazy people don't know this. Emmanuel Stewart, God rest his soul, one of the greatest boxing trainers ever, was working with M because I think M was supposed to do that boxing movie that Jake Gyllenhaal did.
Oh, she did.
So he was training with with dude and Emmanuel. I was at a fight one time, and everybody know I box and all that stuff. So Emmanuel was like, "Yo, he ready for it?" I was like, "Set it up, set it, whatever. All money goes to charity." He was like, I was like, "You know, I do this."
That is a great idea, though. Actually, for two rappers that are beefing, take it to the boxing ring with the gloves on, have it out, and if you lose, shake hands and say, and admit you lost. I wish with the people I have problems with that we could just do that. Just take it to the boxing ring. If I win, then I win. If I lose, I lose. But then the beef can be over and we can move on.
Like, that's all I wanted. Real talk, I was like, I want to match whatever energy he's on. I know I ain't going to out-rap the motherfucker, but I was like, yo, if you really got a problem with me and my wife, you talking that shit, you got to have, I feel like people can say whatever they want to say in life, but you got to be able to deal with the consequences that come with your mouth. Well, simple as that.
To be fair, people at the level of Eminem, you, and even me for that matter, we all have security around us. No one's going to allow a fist fight. Someone's going to get shot in the process. Like,
nah, see, but that's like, because I wasn't on that. I wasn't on some erratic fan shit. I'm on some, let's have a conversation. You disrespected. Like, I had this conversation with Howard Stern. A very man-to-man conversation, because me and Howard Stern at first were rivals. I was on his radio station, 92.3 in New York. He was Howard Stern. He said some disrespectful shit about Mariah. Then when he found out I was on the radio, he started going in. I was like, my dude, see me. Like, what we can have a conversation, and whatever that escalates to, there. But I'm an intelligent man. Let's first have this conversation. But know that if you disrespect anyone in my family in my face, it's happening. Like, whatever, like, it's going to turn physical. And I didn't have to get that because Howard Stern's a wise man. Sat down, dinner, me, Mariah, Howard. Sorry, I was immature. Moved on. I was expecting some of the same things with,
Wait, Howard Stern apologized to you and Mariah in person?
Absolutely.
I don't even know if I believe any of that, but I guess he wouldn't go on there and lie. I'm sure Howard would be questioned about this, and so I don't think he would lie. Honestly, I'm not gonna play the rest of the video because it's just more blah 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 talk. But I'll play another clip from the same interview. They broke it up into pieces. So, let me fast forward a little, see if anything else gets said, really.
And now Howard Stern is not only one of my closest friends or associates in the industry, but a mentor, someone I call when I need help. Because, and first of all, Howard Stern is in his 60s. Let's go there. And this man is going to sit there and laugh at you in your face because he can rhyme some words together. I'm beating his ass. Or he's going to have to say, you know what? I didn't see it that way, Nick. You know what? I didn't think it goes all the way back. I see where you're coming from, man, because that not only did I hurt you, but I hurt an entire community based off of my anger. And therefore, now I can project this and continue to see little boys and girls of color have to deal with this racial institutionalization that...
Okay, I'd shut it off there because he brought up the racial stuff, and we don't play that black and white shit here. And yeah, Em made a very, very disrespectful song about Mariah, but before that, I'm not gonna say before that, Eminem, he would just take little jabs at her. One line or two here or there in songs, and then she went out and made the Obsessed video and had the guy with the hoodie on and trying to mock Eminem, and the song was called Obsessed, and he was saying that he was obsessed with her. And no, it's just once you make enemies of Eminem, if your name rhymes with a line he's making, you're just gonna get a little insult here and there. So Mariah was the one that really made Eminem do that whole song about her. He never would have done a whole song about her if she didn't do a whole song about him plus a video. And then she did a remix. Went and got Gucci Mane. I don't know why he doesn't like Eminem. But then got Ja Rule also. And that's the reason the song was made. And I love how Eminem called it The Warning. Like, he could do worse. I can't imagine it being any more disrespectful, but okay, that's it for that. I want to get to the funny shit, but this is what's getting the views right now, so we're gonna keep talking about it.